You are now listening to the best show in the universe, The Anthony Rogers Show. You probably wish that this was your show, but it's not. It's The Anthony Rogers Show. Tell all of your friends to listen to this show.
L.I.F.E, plant protein powder. Get it. Link in the description. Bam. Also try this hot cocoa from L.I.F.E. I forgot to tell you, cocoa beans, ashwagandha root, maca root, a bunch of leaves and ginseng, and just try it. You're gonna love it. Get them both. Get uplifted. Dude, honestly, sometimes I'm mixing together for results as protein and a bunch of like ginseng and like cocoa and stuff like. And use promo code legendary. Try yourself.
Hey, it's about time we had this conversation. If you want a beard like this, or close to this, or even half as good, use Luxurious Bastard Beard Oil. Promo code legendary for a discount, and step your game up.
If you'd like to see me and my friends do comedy this month, the Renegades of Comedy are in Jackson, April 22nd at Stooges Restaurant. Come see us. April 28th at Bristigo Coffee Company in Osage Beach. The 29th at Marty Bird's on Bagnell Dam, Lake of the Ozarks, 6 p.m. Welcome back to the greatest show in the entire universe. I think I got banned from Facebook already. Just now I'm getting like a bunch of notifications. But if you're watching other things,
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's another we have a big show today. We have a guest in a band that you've probably seen and listened to, and Sean, I think you're touring with him sometimes. We have Jaron from several bands, but we'll say Tantric in this case. Like, how you doing, man?
Great, man. Great. I'm typing in my legendary promo code right now to get some beard stuff going.
Yeah, you gotta make your nickels where you can. You know, you gotta make the nickels. You gotta grow it out. Are you planning on growing the beard out?
I mean, it gets like a little stubbly, but nothing crazy. I don't have the game like you guys. You guys are established gentlemen.
You know, it threw me off when I first met Sean. He had like a giant beard too. It was like it threw me off actually. I didn't expect that.
Well, I mean, giant is, I don't know if that's the right term because, you know, yours is like down to your waist, but mine's going all right.
Yeah, yours is thick now, man. It's like really becoming a thing of its own.
That's true.
It's different.
It's convenient to just not shave. I mean, it's like shaving is shaving and just like trimming, man, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just a lazy person. So when it comes to that,
it's all right.
I'm not lazy in some aspects, but that in particular, you know, it's bores the shit out of me.
Lazy turns to style.
That's right. That's right. Anthony probably has a similar thing going on. I don't know what his motivation is, but he seems lazy to me too.
Hey, what the fuck? Just calling people out.
I'm posting it from YouTube now because it looks like Facebook one's down.
I just I got locked out of my Facebook account. What it's saying. He goes, "We locked you out of your account for your protection."
For you, you're about to harm yourself digitally.
Yeah, thanks for limiting my spam campaign. Like, it really helped me. Like, it really
Tantric Fans for Life account is trying to access your bank account. That's strange.
Dude, what if we said this episode to incur something like that? I mean, so far it's just been an ad for a beard oil.
Yeah, and vegan protein powder. Like, there's been, and
you think the protein powder did it?
That's what did it. Yeah, it's like you can't have a healthy audience listening to music. That's what they
right. Yeah.
They're just fucking weird. I don't know. They're just weird. Like, Facebook's like the thing I have like my neighbors on and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a real thing. It's I mean, it's like ban you from like you can't do this. But I actually wrote questions for this interview. This is the first interview I've ever written questions for. Usually I just bullshit the whole thing. So I'm gonna
questions.
Yeah, I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah, actually, speaking of not being lazy for once, like usually I just wouldn't do this. But I heard you say in an interview earlier. Like, I heard you say something about Missouri. Are you from Missouri, or did you live in Missouri?
My girlfriend lives in Springfield, so I spend about half of my time there.
I thought I heard you say okay. Yeah. It's like I was watching that. Like I was watching every interview you ever did, so I knew how to say your last name. Like, how the fuck do you say this guy's last name?
Nobody ever gets it right.
I don't think I've ever heard it spoke. How is it pronounced?
Gulino.
Oh, that makes sense.
Proper East Coast Italian, you know.
Gulino. Dude,
so you're from Philly originally?
I'm from Jersey, but my family's split up between Jersey and Philly now, so I kind of juggle time between both when I come visit.
Cool, man. That's awesome.
You always gain points with Anthony if you have anything to do with Missouri. He thinks Missouri is like the greatest. He calls it, what is it, God's favorite state?
It is God's favorite state. Yeah, like 200 years in a row almost. Yeah.
Him and I get into these text message arguments about the differences between Missouri and Arkansas, as if there are any. You know, they're pretty much the same state.
Yeah,
but he really has this.
No way.
He has this Missouri like ego thing going on of like Missouri's just like the fucking greatest. And, you know,
you don't believe that?
They do have the meth trophy, but
what's the thing that tips the scale? What's better about Missouri than Arkansas?
Well, I like that none of you know anything about it. Like no one watching. You guys don't. Like it's basically like a mystery. It's like, people call it like flyover. It's like a mystery to most people. You guys are traveled musicians, so you've been here a million times. So like that's a bad example. But like fucking like most people have no idea what goes on in Missouri. It's like a beautiful forest, has like Lake of the Ozarks, has mountains, has fucking like St. Louis food. You know, it's like I'd rather get shot in St. Louis than live anywhere else. You know, that's how I feel about.
Hey, you have a good chance of pulling that one off too.
Yeah, at least it'll be authentic.
Yeah. But Arkansas is not a real state. I feel like it's like almost as bad as Kansas, but not quite as bad. Like it's like it's like Kansas with more hillbillies or something.
If you've ever been to Kansas?
Oh, dude, yeah, you can see forever and not want to. You know, you're just like
it's nothing like Arkansas. They have the
that's why
the thing they have is the name. The name is
almost as bad. I didn't say it was as bad. It's almost as bad as Kansas. Like I feel like anyway. Like not. Like Little Rock has 2 towers. Little Rock has 2 towers, bro. Like it's not a real town. It's not
2 towers.
My hometown has more towers. I don't know. Is
that supposed to be an insult to Arkansas? Little Rock has
it's not a real state. It's not an established state of the union. You know, that's how I feel.
Well, I agree with you on the positives that you mentioned about Missouri, but Arkansas and Missouri, the terrain is almost identical. It's like
it's just the people, man. Like the people are the worst down there. That's like
the same road crew. They pave the same roads, like gravel.
Yeah. Same type of forest, same type of the Ozarks obviously spread. I actually live in the Ozarks down here. But yeah, Little Rock's a kind of a small, biggest city in the state. Nothing like St. Louis. We don't have our own fucking baseball team or anything.
Or Bread Co.
Oh, I noticed. No, I noticed that Arkansas is not even close. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, where are you from? Jersey's like everybody makes fun of New Jersey too, don't they? Like New York City is like, what the fuck's even New Jersey doing? That's like what Arkansas is to Missourians. It's like the New Jersey of this side of like the U.S.
The armpit of the Midwest.
Yeah, we're like fuck that place. I wouldn't even if I drove through it, I'd sleep through it. I would if someone drove through it, I'd be like. If I had to go through that state to get to a better state, I'd fucking sleep through it. That's what I'm saying.
Are you comparing Missouri to New York City in this?
I'm saying it's just better. New York City's like cockroach infested now, but like Missouri's like this like beautiful like Eden-like state,
Eden-like.
It is.
I mean, whatever you guys say that you want to make it even, but yeah, Chinese food at churches is Missouri special.
No, the city's like a bombed, like fucking third world country. But like the rest of it's awesome. Like the rest of it's just like you have like beautiful rivers and all that terrain. So.
Yeah.
Missouri's great. I definitely I like it, but it's just funny to have little arguments with Anthony about it because he's just so gung ho.
Yeah, I mean it's very New York. I totally get it.
It's like pro wrestling. It's just like talking shit for no reason. It's just like it is. Like no, by no means is like someone better because they're located in a different place, but it's just like a good razzing, like fucking bullshit thing to argue about. And I like how there's just like facts about like tantric going on the whole time. We're like making fun of each other's states. Like it's like did you know that Jaron did this like third grade? Like the bottom is just like like the audience is like learning this time. It's like a pop up video, and we don't even need Facebook anymore. Fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when you have a Roku TV channel. It's just like, we're just like, watch this on Roku. I guess you can't watch it on Facebook. I guess you have to watch it on fucking TV. I don't know,
Sorry.
Jesus Christ. It's like, fucking, they're scared of you, man. They're scared of what you have to say, Jaron. That's why.
Yeah, that's the reason. It's Jaron. Jaron caused this.
Yeah, sorry.
The Alex Jones of bass. They're worried about you.
That's right, dude. They didn't want to hear the heat that Jaron was going to bring to this interview, and
my blackmail keeper right here.
That's right.
Watch out.
Kiko Roberto's actually has a great point about Missouri down here right now, that they aren't cooperating with the ATF. So that's actually one of my favorite things about Missouri is they actually passed a law saying that their state wouldn't comply with any new federal gun control laws that came down. And so you're right, Kiko. That's a good point.
Missouri doesn't cooperate with anyone. That's why I love it about it. It's like we're just like fuck you. Like, it would be the fuck you state if it wasn't the show me state. Like if there weren't like people that mad about cussing all the time, it would be the fuck you state. Like it really would. So
that's a very New York thing. So you're very right on that comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, I like New York before like 9/11. I was a big fan before like September 11, 2001. When it lost those towers, it lost me. I'm like I gotta focus on other.
No soul, man. No soul.
Great. Yeah, they lost it. It did lose its soul that day. That's so funny.
Yeah, New York's really gone downhill lately too. I mean, the last handful of years here, it's. I mean, my God, dude.
I mean, do you guys even play in New York when you go through East Coast?
I actually cut out New York, Jersey, and Maryland and everything above it because of the insane gun laws. I mean, you know what it's like out there on tour, dude. We go to the worst places, in every town, and we're carrying, valuable equipment, cash, and guarding these from like crackheads everywhere. I mean, we've had like crackheads try to walk up on our vehicle. We've had altercations with promoters. We've had all kinds of things happen. So we carry a firearm in our vehicle as a means of self-defense.
Sure.
And I mean, I have my concealed carry in the state of Arkansas, which allows me to actually carry in like 40 of the 50 states. But when you get into like New York, New Jersey, Maryland, and then the West Coast 3 as well, California, Oregon, Washington, I'd be risking a felony gun charge just entering those states to play a show with a firearm in the vehicle. So
they're probably the states you need a firearm the most anyways.
Right. So I just cut all those out. I haven't played in any of those states since 2018.
Yeah. I mean, you're not missing much. The scene is so strange, and it's like growing up, going to shows, it was always great, like metal shows, whatever, would be heavy. But it's like when Tantric plays in New York City, no one's there. It's like, a whole different thing. It's a bizarre mass of people that don't go out and see rock. I don't get it.
Dude, same for us. It's like, I mean, you know how it goes. Dude, we run in the same same world. So it's like, the Midwest, the South, I mean, that's where rock is down everywhere, but that's where rock can still survive. Whereas, you go play shows in New York City and California, Portland, Oregon. It's not even worth going.
Yeah, dude, Portland was rough.
You get those fans online being like, why don't you come here anymore? And it's like, well, I mean, did you show up to our last shows there? Probably not,
I say the same thing.
Yeah, it's just, and then of course in the West Coast, there's all the cities are so spread apart, and there's all those mountain ranges, and the gas prices are insane.
Shredding your brakes.
Huh?
Shredding your brakes, trying to go down the mountain,
Oh yeah. So there's so many reasons, But I mean, I do miss the, New York City pizza, New Jersey pizza. There are things about my old Thai food places in LA. There's things I miss, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Sacrifice.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Facebook back. I got Facebook back, but not the feed for some reason. People bitching about it all over. So I had like an event for it on there, so I got all pissed.
So it's back up.
Facebook is, but not the feed for some reason. I'm trying to figure it out.
It's the best 1 minute and 43-second interview I ever did on Facebook, apparently.
yeah. Everybody's like commenting there, making fun of it. She's like over before it began and shit. Like, but okay, so I did read some questions. Like, what was your first experience with music? Like,
this is where it gets real.
You love that question, Sean. That was a good question. Like,
that's a genius question.
That's a genius. I wouldn't say that, but what
first experience, just in terms of music itself, just growing up and hearing it, and my dad playing all the old stuff like Deep Purple and Sabbath in the car as a kid, and Maiden and stuff like that, and then kind of getting older and getting into seeing concerts and seeing friends start to play instruments and getting all involved with it, and that's kind of how it snowballed into playing for me. Was seeing my friends do it and thinking, I guess it can't be that hard if this kid's playing Slayer drums and he's like 14. Like, I guess I could do that. And that was kind of the turning point for me. But definitely getting exposed to it at a young age, just in the car and stuff. I mean, that was the spawn of everything.
That's cool, man.
Was Tantric your first national touring gig or
yeah, there was a band called the Charm City Devils for a while that were kind of in the later 2000s, and I did a couple things with them, and that was my first taste of like that bigger level outside of local playing every place in Philly type of thing. And then Tantric came up, and I mean, I'd done some traveling and some touring when I was younger in my teens. Had a thrash band growing up, and we would book tours with MapQuest before GPS was a thing, and play basements and warehouses in all crazy places. And I mean, that was 17, 18 years old. So it was a long time. It was like almost 10 years before I joined Tantric and really started making money playing music.
Yeah.
And it was just an opportunity that came knocking like randomly. And, I'm glad it did. It took me a lot of places and helped me meet a lot of people and learn a lot of things.
That's right. Dude, it's funny you bring up Charm City Devils. We actually did a run with those guys.
Nice.
Way back in, I can't even remember the year. Probably 2011 or 12 or 10.
Sure.
Somewhere in there. Obviously, you weren't with them, or else I think we'd remember that. But
nah, yeah, I sat in 2013. I was a Hinder Candlebox co-headline type of thing, and Charm City was opening a few of the dates, and I had gotten a call from John Allen, the singer. He's like, "Hey, I see you on my friend's Facebook all the time, and you're kind of close to Maryland. Could you help us out?" And that was kind of like everything from kind of the one phase of local playing out, in your little circuit to something a little bit bigger and more production and a little more pressure.
Yeah,
but man, it was a good confidence booster for sure.
Nice.
Funny how those things happen.
Absolutely.
Do you have any pre-show rituals?
Chug a Mountain Dew and pray for the best. I don't know, Sean, do we have pre-show rituals? Eat as hot of chicken as we can possibly find as soon as we're going on stage, so that the whole time we're crying in misery.
Hot chicken. There you go.
Yeah.
That's hot chicken is your thing, right? That you search that out everywhere you go, right?
I like a good hot chicken place. I mean, I'm not out here trying to claim that I can take any heat or whatever. Like I like it hot and I'm down to try, but I like a good flavor, and I like it. I always ask fried hard and extra wet, and a lot of waitresses don't look at me too well after I say that, but it's true, man. You got to have that well done crispy chicken, extra sauce dripping. That's my thing.
Well, hot chicken's not really about like crazy amounts of heat as much as it is just the right like mixture of flavors and textures, right?
Yeah.
And so I know you tried that Uncle Lou's place that we recommended you in Memphis, right?
I had dripping down my chin. My girlfriend was like, "What's wrong with you?" Like a slob.
That place is so good. You risk your life going there, of course, but it's
I was thinking that pulling in that parking lot when you were telling me about it, I'm like, cool, if I next time I go through Memphis, I'm going. And I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, I'm not going through Memphis like at all, like ever. And then I was selling some gear and some kid in Memphis was like, hey, could you meet me to pick up that gear? Like I would be willing to drive. I'm like, how about I just come to you? So I took a day trip down there just to go to Uncle Lou's pretty much. And
it's worth it though. It's
killer.
So I know you texted me. I think you said top 3 for you. What else would you consider top in the top tier for hot chicken in the country?
Honestly, the only other main place that I would swear by is called 400 Degrees Hot Chicken. It's in Nashville. It's like northwest kind of from the city. And I had saw pictures on like Instagram. I had, you see like sponsored posts or whatever. Sometimes I'm like, what is that chicken? Like someday I'm going to go there. And this was years ago. And I finally had a tour that went through Nashville and went, and their thing is they do 100 degrees, 200 degrees, 304. And then anything more than that, it's like, you're just asking for it.
Right.
And we stopped there before a show. We were playing in Nashville, and dude, I got 400. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm getting the namesake. I'm getting it. And I ate it, walked inside to do sound check. And within 20 minutes of eating it and standing there on stage, I felt my arm get wet. And I was like, that's weird. I held my arm up like this. It was beads of water just forming all over my whole body. And I just started like profusely dripping everywhere. I had to run to the bathroom and put my head under the faucet. And I literally sat with my arms like this on the toilet of this nasty ass club for like an hour. Like couldn't figure out if I had to shit, throw up, I burp, nothing. I just suffered for like an hour.
So that was on the extreme heat side.
Yeah,
but did the flavor come through still in a way that was worth it?
It had flavor for sure, but the mistake I made was I didn't get like anything to contrast it. Like I didn't get any 100 or 200 just to know what it was all about. So within a couple of visits, 100, 200, I felt was like the right amount of heat where you could still, not have to take a shower, but also, gives you a little glisten.
I gotcha. We're going through Nashville in June, so I'll have to mark that one down.
Dude, it's like they're crazy. They're closed Sunday and Monday, but they're only open 11 to 3. But some days they just open because of whatever. The lady at Key that runs it is awesome, and you tell her we sent you in there, dude. She'll hook it up. I mean, you're biting through like it's almost like a cracker. You're like, this is like tough, but like not like you're hurting your mouth. It's like the perfect crunch. It's got to be triple battered or some shit. It's crazy.
Nice.
So I swear by them.
That's great. It's funny how us touring folk, it seems like we all have our like specific food item or style of food that we like really seek out everywhere we go. And like I love barbecue, so I'm always seeking out the best barbecue and at least south of the Mason-Dixon line, because you get above that and it's not as good. But except Missouri is the exception.
It's that New York City barbecue.
Yeah, but that's definitely one of the funnest things about touring, if you ask me, is finding those.
That's what I like in Memphis is the barbecue. I think we talked about that a million times. But like, I fucking love the ribs down there, bro. Like, I'll fucking eat like I'll eat like 4 or 5 different rib places, just and then like fucking whatever. I got some oysters. I ate oysters out there for some fucking reason, but mostly barbecue. It's like the rest of them.
Yeah, Memphis is a great barbecue spot. Kansas City too is ribs.
Oh, yeah, forget it.
Ribs galore, man. That's a old town.
Finding those mom and pop spots is always like that, that essential like excitement. You're like, oh hell yeah, I got a new place for my list. But for me, dude, it's like the bat signal for me is the friggin' Whataburger sign. When I see it, I'm like, hell yeah, because there's no Whataburger where I'm from.
Dude, have you ever been to we just went to the, Whataburger started in Corpus Christi.
I didn't know that.
And we just went to it's not the first Whataburger because the first one was like a shack that closed down, but it's one of the first ones. And it's this huge, like 2-story crazy Whataburger right by the water in Corpus Christi. You been to that one?
Yeah. No, I haven't been. I would love to go.
We just went there on this last run. I was just there like a couple weeks ago. Dude, they just introduced the the Dr. Pepper shake.
Oh yeah,
Have you had that?
I have.
This is pretty
That
good.
sounds good.
Yeah,
as
of
fuck.
course.
That sounds good.
Dude, I don't know what it is about the it's like Dr. Pepper with like the vanilla flavor mixed together. It's
Sounds so good.
Dangerous.
pretty nice. Yeah.
Favorite place to eat in Indiana from Chantel? Probably Come and Go, because Indiana, what the hell do they know?
Dude, I went to like Santa Claus, Indiana one time and went to like a Wendy's and like my drink had like a drink missing out of it and it was all fucking stupid. It was just like like Indiana's just like full of juggalos, it seems like. That's what it seems like.
It's a good way to describe it.
Indiana definitely isn't. It's not a food mecca.
They don't have to.
What kind of mecca is it, Sean? Really?
There's like a couple places in Indiana that I think I found on like diners, drive-ins, and dives. Sorry, Chantel. It's you know.
Yeah. Indiana does have good food. They have the Fago, right? Is that what they do?
Whoop, whoop.
Yup.
Raising
That's not-
Cane's.
Gotta have it.
If that's the best thing your state has, it's not a state either. You know, like there might be states worse than Arkansas, I guess. I don't know. We found one.
Dude, if you had traveled the way that I've traveled, you'd realize there's a lot of worse states than Arkansas.
I'm just
you're
now
in one.
going to the boring ones.
You're
I
in
always
one,
went to the
but
exciting ones.
there are others.
Yeah, I always went to like the exciting ones. I just went to like Kansas and Iowa and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I got to see that finally. I always just did like the tourist markets, so they're more fun. Like, what about you, Joe? Where's the best experience you ever had on a tour or whatever, man? Like any tour, any of the bands you've been in or whatever?
Dude, it's hard to pick one, man. You know,
I
I always have fun. You know, it's more like what's the crazy things that happen that make you remember. It's like, you know, the time Hugo showed up to the machine shop with a dead guy in the car, or like, you know, just stupid stuff like that. You know, I could go on and on. That's just one example, but
Did that happen?
yeah, dude, like,
Can you talk
yeah,
about
we
it?
played
You didn't talk about it.
machine shop. It was like Halloween of 19 or something, and it was like us, Saliva, Saving Abel, and Trapped maybe, and Hugo. You know, he's always off on his own. He had some buddy. He was like, "Yeah, my buddy's gonna drive me in," and he showed up, and you know, we were on stage, and like there's like sirens and like, you know, police lights going outside, and like our merch girl Jess like had to run out there. So we find out after the show that there's this guy who was like non-responsive in the car. Turned out Hugo's friend picked Hugo up, and you know, he had a buddy with him who was sitting in the front seat, and they thought he was asleep for like the 4 or 5 hours that they were driving around. They're like, yeah, he's just really tired, like don't mind him. Turns out he was freaking dead. It was like blue and cold in the car while we were playing the show, and the freaking paramedics had to come. Dude, I mean, that's just one example, but yeah, that's an exciting, great time on tour.
Dude, I totally believe that that story. Like,
oh, dude,
that's a Hugo story that I don't doubt one bit. Right there.
Yep.
Makes
there's a
total
million of them, man. I mean, yeah. Again, it's not even like shocking anymore. It's just like literally, I feel like if something crazy doesn't happen, like I missed a log in my journal that day. Like, oh, I gotta get some content for this, you know.
It's there's a lot of exciting days with Hugo around.
Yeah, I mean, that's just music too, you know, it's traveling, you know, you get 4 guys in a vehicle or whatever, you know, it's just something's bound to happen or be funny, or I mean, unless you're really miserable and doing it for the wrong reasons, there's no way to really not have a good time.
You're right about that. It's life throws like even crazier curveballs at you on the road than when you're at home, because you're just, like you said, you're on the go. There's just more swirling, so it's like some weird shit's about, you know, bound to happen, and it's almost like you live more life out there in the same amount of time, you know. So
Big time, dude. It's like an education.
yeah, an education in life, like every facet of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Gotta
a
love
funny story though. That's good.
Yeah, I'll have to think. I mean, there's a freaking million of them, but you know,
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure. I think I don't know how many shows I've done with you guys at this point, but a few tours worth, right?
Definitely.
And I've definitely seen enough to laugh at, myself, just just in those short little runs. So I can't imagine what you've got up here just swirling.
Pull up to the venue next to the RV. You're like afraid to get out. You got to peek first to see what's going on. You never know.
Yep. That's great. Dude, so what's going on with tell everybody that might not know the other bands you're jamming in, what else you're doing these days?
So the main one I'm focused on right now is Lynch Mob with George Lynch from Dokken. And we're doing a bunch of shows. Been with them since July last year, so it's kind of been a growing process. But we wrapped up an album a couple months ago, and that's going to get ready here to be announced and released probably late summer, early fall. And we've got a ton of shows. It's kind of ramping up, and so I'm juggling that. And that one's a lot of fun. It's a nice challenge. It's musically always something different and refreshing. So kind of getting a little bit more of the mental thing happening there. And then, kind of sitting in with Tantric here and there where I can. And then the other two things that I've kind of been focusing on when I can is Heaven's Edge, which is a band from back in the 80s, late 80s, Philly area. And we got a new album coming out on Frontiers in about a month here. May 12th, it's dropping. And it's called Get It Right. And we tracked it last year. I actually tracked it pretty much when we were out on the road with you guys last summer. I was tracking in the hotel room every night after the shows and trying to get it done. And so it's an interesting process, but I'm excited to finally get that one out there. We've kind of been sitting on it for a bit. And then the other one I've been doing on and off is the L.I.F.E project with my girlfriend Cassandra from Paralandra and Josh Rand from Stone Sour. It's just like a heavy but yet still melodic type of thing. And we had a fun run last year with Alice in Chains and Breaking Benjamin and Bush on a nice little summer package. And so we're kind of wrapping up some recording right now and shopping it and seeing what this year holds.
Oh, cool. So you guys are kind of looking for a label home for that?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of juggling ideas. At first we were like, I just kind of do my part, I don't want to get too involved with it outside of, the masterminds, but, essentially we were going to put everything out ourselves and just kind of take that route. But I think sometimes, you got to get a little bit, especially as a new band, you need a little help getting off the ground. So yeah, if somebody can help out that way, or at least pair us with some other bands, it's a weird in between because the music is so heavy. It would fit with a lot of bands that are growling and all that, but yet we have a female like powerhouse vocal going on, but it's not rock like a Evanescence or a Hailstorm. So it's like we kind of are in a weird place. So kind of looking for some help there pairing us, and I don't know, just get another opinion.
How did that Alice in Chains tour come about?
It was pretty much through 5B Entertainment, which is they deal with Stone Sour, and Josh has a long reputation with them, and they've been trying to help get us off the ground a little bit, and that opportunity came up, and he was like, "Hey, I think we're gonna have a summer tour, but I can't really say who yet until it's confirmed." And we kind of were on the hook for a few months, and then we did the first leg. Well, it was all one run, but we essentially did a month. We did all of August, which was a third of their tour, and they had different opening bands for each part. But it was a blast. We got to play all the big amphitheaters and the outdoor places, and it was different. I had to play bass. I didn't have to do any work really outside of that. I didn't have to babysit or money, so kind of work on my tan and made sure I was in tune.
That's great. Yeah, it's nice to have people kind of pulling for you and arranging tours like that. If you can, you can keep landing things like that. That's definitely one ticket to a good place, obviously.
Yeah, man. I honestly, the way that I feel about it is, if I'm not into the music and you want to put me in Madison Square Garden, I mean, that's like, of course I would want to do it, but I really want to be into the music. I don't want to be faking it up there, just going through the motions. So a lot of people are like, how do you juggle all these bands? It's like I kind of force myself to because it keeps me on my toes. You know, I'm not just going through the motions of the same set list every night, or this week I'm playing friggin' Dingbats again for the 20th time. It's like I want to try to switch it up. So I think it just keeps you in shape.
Yeah,
I think that's important.
that's awesome.
Try it.
How's it going with Facebook over there, Anthony?
I think we're back on. We're back on it, man. We've been getting comments from it and stuff, so that's good.
Let's see if I can pop it up.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, it is back. Nice.
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
People saying you throw pixel balls.
You gotta watch the Pixie Whips. Oh, they're talking about me. Yeah, I'm good at flicking.
Yeah. They said you throw pics at people.
I've definitely close to injured people. As much as you can with a pick. Actually, a couple tours ago, we were on tour with this band called The Stone Eye, and we were playing this really weird show that was like the tiniest little weirdest club in Stroudsburg or Stroudsville, Pennsylvania.
Stroudsburg, yeah.
And it was one of those just weird shows, not well attended, and just you got to find your own kind of way to entertain yourself. So I was whipping picks at the opening band guys, and I actually flung one at this one dude, and he caught it right in his mouth. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's talent.
But yeah, talent on two ends right there.
It's like a paper thin spot.
That's right. It was probably the most entertaining moment of the show.
Hey man, like you said, you gotta keep yourself entertained.
Oh, here we go. Thanks, Pete. Stroudsburg, PA. That's right. Pete was one of the 20 people that were there in basically a broom closet sized. It's one of those places that like they didn't even mic anything. They just put the vocal mic up, and then the stage was like so shaky. My amps were like almost falling over on me. It was
Done plenty of those.
One of those great moments,
Those are my favorite places to start wheeling in like both of my 810 bass cabinets, and like the sound guy's just having a heart attack. It's like, yeah, okay, let's really give him something to work with.
The first thing the sound guy's gonna say is, "Can you turn down?
Do you really need all of that?"
Yeah.
Man, you're killing it, man. You got, is this your whole family on here?
Yeah, I'm related to all these people.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the show in Corpus. That was a good show.
Was the show at Whataburger?
It was close. It was like 3 miles up the road.
Do a Whataburger tour.
Remember Charleston, West Virginia. Sam's Uptown on a weekend or weekday. Yeah, I do remember that. Yep, that's another one of those venues. Gotta love rock these days. Come back to Alabama.
Beauty.
We definitely will. Nothing on the books right now, but wish it was a Whataburger. Yeah, we never played a Whataburger yet, but with the trajectory of our career, I think that it might be in our future.
We get Alex and Chuck on the line. We can make that happen here right in the summer.
That's right. Maybe we could get a Whataburger tour.
Sick. Plenty of dates.
Yeah. That's right. Yes, we played a backyard in South Bend, Indiana recently too.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys did that. It was like one of the dates we didn't do or whatever.
Yes. There was like it was I mean, they had a decent stage and setup for it being somebody's backyard, and they had like a weird bar with like a little kid serving alcohol, like a little kid. Like she was probably like 12
At least she doesn't
as
know what it is.
as the bartender.
That makes it fun. It's like risky, kind of dangerous. Like, are we going to get arrested for being here? Can we get away in time?
That's right. That's right. You never know with shows like that.
You know, you could just say Ty is your son, and you know that's his little sister, and you're all set. She was 7, yeah.
Possibly. Anthony, I'm sure you've got some doing comedy on the road experiences that are relatable to this. No?
Yes,
I can't hear. What'd you say?
I said
It's like cutting out.
yeah, you're cutting out right now. You got any interesting doing comedy on the road experiences that are relevant to this conversation?
Not that I were to say on here, because I feel like when I used to have fun, I was like a kid and I was just an idiot. And I was just like doing dumb shit. But like now I'm just boring. I just fucking like, you know, I just like smoke weed in my bus the whole time or something, you know, like, I mean, allegedly, you know. But like, I feel like when I was younger, yeah. I mean, when I was like trying to be like a comedian, when you're like in that beginning thing, you're like, oh, dude, I'm gonna be a fucking comedian. Like, trust me, everybody. You know, you're in like that part of it, like of the ride, you know, when you're like trying to be a comedian. Like that shit was crazy. I mean, I was just a fucking asshole. Like Blake said in this comments, the limo story. We basically were drunk on a Tuesday and like rented a limo. Like this was, and then like used it as like a wingman to like swoop up like 20 blonde girls, and we just like used that limo. That yeah, we're just like we would take it to a bar, and then like we'd like have the guy open the door, and we'd look outside, just be like, oh no, not that bar. And then just like have him like turn around and like go to a different bar, and then just like all the people in the street are like looking out the windows, like this is like St. Charles, Missouri. Like limos are like for prom, pretty much. I mean, no one even has a limo outside of prom. And then like we're just like doing that, and we swooped a bunch of these. This is obviously before I was married, by the way, way before I was married. And like for anyone watching, but yeah, it was we picked up like 20 of these blonde girls. And just got like trashed. I think we left half of them at like a casino and the other half at a strip club. We were just like fucking being assholes. And I think someone tried to like fight me or something like one of these times. Like I think this guy was like, he was like, your shorts are like $20 or something. And I was like, I don't know. I think they're $4 really, you know. And like I came here in a limo with like 20 girls. They're like, who'd you come here with? And he's like my friend. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I guess I don't know. And then like he wouldn't shut up, and I just punched him in the face. I think he just kept talking. I'm just like, man, I've like fucking beat you 30 times. Just shut the fuck up, you know. And I punched him in the face, and they kicked me out, and they didn't believe I had a limo driver. I was like, can you guys get my limo driver? They're like, yeah, we'll get your limo driver. And then they kicked us out, and then I had to grab my limo driver, and they like saw I had a limo, and they're just like, was that why we couldn't get pizza? I couldn't remember exactly. Blake was the only other dude in the limo. And that made you look like a baller. Like just 2 people in a limo, you just like pull up, you're like, oh hey, fucking every girl in St. Charles drinking tonight. You're just like fucking, you're just like fucking weird. It was the best swoop of all time. Like, and I think we left half of them at random places. Like we just like literally just like it was just kind of fucked up, you know. I don't really condone that, you know. I think that was kind of a piece of shit move, but yeah, I was trash, and like I fucking didn't think about it, you know. I was just like really selfish at the time, you know.
It's nice to reflect.
I love how the guy's insult to you was your shorts are $20.
And they're probably cheaper because like, dude, I just buy shirts in packs and shit. I don't pride myself on brands. These glasses are like $5. You know, it's like I was actually cheaper. He's like, and he like, I remember just punching him in the face, and then security came. It was at Pops after the strip club. It was at that outside area where he smoked at Pops. This guy was running his mouth. I just punched I punched him in the fucking face, and then he finally shut up. And then security came, and then like they're like, and I'm like, oh, you punched my arm first. Like shut up, get out of here. It's like fucking shit. It's like I was just trash trying to fucking lie to kick it still. That wasn't really a comedy story. My buddy Blake, he reminded me of that shit. That's fucking. He was there, and that was actually fun. That was fun.
But did you get the pizza?
I don't think so. I think I ate. Hang on. I think I ate pizza off someone else's table with the limo driver at one point. I do remember that, but I don't know if I ordered it or what happened. We had ordered pizza, and they couldn't find our address, so you called a limo. That's what happened. Yeah, but at Pops, I ate pizza too. Yeah. So yeah, no, we were drunk and we're bored, and like a pizza, like this, like, oh, we don't deliver there, and I'm like, you don't fucking deliver here, and I got pissed off, and then we like called a limo driver and bullied him into a really low price, and like we're like, oh yeah, who else is buying a limo on a Tuesday, Ken? You know, like who else is fucking buying a limo? You know, like do you want to do it for like $200? Or you just want to like fucking not have $200? You know, and I'll pay for gas too or something. You know, like we just bullied him when we were drunk and to give us the limo ride, and he just drove us around all these strip clubs with like all these girls we picked up at bars. I was like, it was fucking stupid. I was like, what, fat and 20 and fucking like, you know, fucking stupid looking. But yeah, no, I'm a fucking like different person now. I feel like.
Did you have a beard back then?
No, oh, it's stubble. I was just like fat and unhealthy. Like I just drink all the time. I don't drink much anymore. But I just like fucking like, yeah, you know, I was kind of a piece of shit, you know.
The limo changed your life.
Dude, that dude was like trying to talk. He's like, fuck you, you suck. I'm like, how do I? I'm like living the fucking American dream. I'm living my dream at least, you know. Like it may not be his dream, you know. His dream may just be getting punched in the face at Pops by a fucking idiot, you know. It was a fucking, you know, like, that was a stupid shit. I'm glad Blake reminded me of that because that's actually a weird story.
Dude, you saying you used to be a piece of shit just reminds me of I think you should leave.
Always.
What's that?
Eating spaghetti, chicken spaghetti at Ciccolini's. Is that what you're up to?
Sloppy steaks at Trafani's, man. Quality.
I don't think most people will catch on to that reference.
He's catching on, dude. Tim Robinson's in a Dodge Ram ad now. It's crazy.
For
Somebody's
real?
commenting as my show somehow. I have no idea how they're commenting on my show. That's not. I never typed that, but I did have Killer Cyber. I'm glad they remember that. Whoever has access to that.
Is that your show commenting?
Yeah, I didn't fucking do on Facebook. Apparently, like I never fucking. It's gotta be somebody I know really well. Cause like I did have Cyberns when I was like 16. But
Who has your Facebook login?
no one. I thought.
Dude, there's a ghost in the machine.
Tantric Fans for Life has logged in.
It's on Twitch too. That's weird as fuck. And on all of them somehow.
Oh,
Very personal.
That's crazy. Well, true. You got me. Sick prank. That's Cyberns, whatever. True.
You're like talking shit to yourself.
I wish that was that. Man, it's like fucking weird. I only like show the comments because it's fucking weird. I was just like, I put them on there because it's just weird. I'm the only person I think that has access to that.
Clearly not.
Yeah,
Clearly
I guess
not.
I think someone figured it out last week because they commented something and said it was from me, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that. Yeah, no. I don't know. It's the ghost of those girls we left at the fucking strip club.
Just bagging on your sideburns.
It's like, yeah, when you're 16, you didn't have a beard, bro. You know, you came out of the fucking womb or something, you know.
They've been dead for all these years, just waiting for a fucking moment to bash your sideburns publicly.
Yeah, I know. You got me. I don't even care if anyone has access to my shit. It's just like fucking spam comments, you know.
Oh, it's probably Chat GPT, dude. Kiko's
GPT. It knows about my 16-year-old self.
dude, it knows everything.
It's got to be one of my friends from high school. He's like, that's how I looked in high school. It's probably one of my friends.
So did I like your friend Blake's picture with the My Pillow guy? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I think he just went there the other day. I saw on Facebook. He's
Those
from
are
Florida. He's from around. You were all up in where he was around. He's in Florida right now.
those are legitimately good pillows.
Yeah, that guy was on his network. He got mad. I said cuck and a bunch of words. So they're like, this is the last bastion of free speech. And I said like cuck and fat girl and fucking shit. They're like, you can't say any of that stuff. It was so weird.
Were you on his show?
No, I was on Roger Stone's show on that network on the pillow guy. You were on there too. I forgot. The pillow guy. The pillow guy's network.
You hooked me up with that show too, the Roger Stone show, and they definitely told me not to drop any F-bombs on there.
Yeah, it's like hard to like change your entire personality. Like, I'm like a white trash person, and they're like, "Don't cuss." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll just neglect that I grew up in a trailer park until like fucking 8th grade." You know, I'll just neglect my. Like, you know, I just fucking talk. You know, it's like, and they're like, "Oh, you can't say that." Like, I'm like, this is like a free speech station. I mean, like you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's like Democrats get mad if you say like faggot, and like Republicans get mad if you say anything else. You know, it's just like, oh, you guys say anything else? It's like, you know, it's like fucking annoying. It's like I'm just over it, you know. Like we should have free. You guys are artists. You guys think free speech is awesome, or what's up?
Dude, fucking when you do, or at least back in the day when we first started in the early 2000s, and radio stations used to be a thing still. We would do a lot of live radio, and that was a big deal back then. I had to learn to censor myself real fast. I dropped a F-bomb on the Man Cow show. Man Cow in the morning.
What's F-bomb? What does F-bomb mean?
The fuck word.
You said fuck on the radio?
Yes, on the Man Cow in the morning show.
What market said?
What?
What market said?
Chicago area. You never heard of Man Cow?
Oh yeah, I'm on Instagram. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was a huge syndicated big deal back then. I don't know what he does now. Probably the same thing, but I just don't follow. But they got real mad. They dropped the feed. They hit like the 6-second kill button that they had, and like
Okay.
you know, it was we weren't invited back. Let's just say that.
That's like the Jim Morrison Ed Sullivan show. They're like don't say higher, dude. Don't say higher.
Not as cool of a story as that, but I mean, I guess somewhat similar scenario.
Yeah.
What you got there, Anthony?
I get if it's like in like a classy place. If you're like at a fucking funeral or something, or like maybe a wedding, or like someone's like your friend's daughter's fucking like baptism or whatever the fuck's going on. I mean, whatever the fuck's going on, it's like there's certain times you don't cuss, but like if you're like on a show and you're like an entertainer, and they're like oh look, they're like comedian blah blah blah. They show like clips of me calling like Will Smith gay, and then they get like mad that I say cuck. I'm just like, what? Where's the lines? These like just some squiggly ass lines. Like it's like give me a list of words I could say and can't say, and like when I could say them and can't say. And it's just like fucking fascism's confusing, man. It's like
just rifle them all off right now, right in a row. Just get it out.
Yeah, just tell me. Like, and like I have this like thing where I talk about how like in like Lenny Bruce's day you couldn't say cunt and like faggot and cocksucker and shit. And then like in Lenny Bruce's day you couldn't say like I don't know shit, damn, whatever else. And then like today you can't say like certain words. And I want to like put this like whole thing together, like how generationally it just changes. Like okay, in the 50s you can't say these fucking words. Like the 70s you can't say these fucking words. And now you can't say. It's just like insane. Like when are the freedom?
Now.
Do what?
Can't say he or she now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta fucking
Those are the worst ones.
Yep.
That's right. Chat GPT will lecture you about it, according to Jake Caudill.
Caudle.
I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but
Caudle you.
He's definitely lectured by Chat GPT, which I've seen a lot of that Chat GPT political correctness, and that's something.
That's just boring. It's like, if it's like if you want to be like sheltered, like fucking just like hang out with yourself, You don't like want to hurt. You're like certain like I don't like when people say this thing or this, like whatever. Don't hang out with people then. Fuck.
Dude, the sensitivity level nowadays is just disgusting. It's like grow some fucking thick skin or die. Like that's just life.
Basically,
yeah. Basically. Like what happened to survival of the fittest? It's like if you can't handle the world around you, you're supposed to not be able to reproduce and you just die.
Yeah, it's your fault that I can't handle the world around me.
Yeah, I mean the attitude has just been flipped on its head, and it's scary.
It's definitely a Chinese communist takeover, and it's not fun. It's like I don't want to learn how to make Nikes. I don't want to be in the camp. It's like I'm not in any of that shit. It's like I feel like I just want to fucking like I don't know, America's dope, and like everybody acts like it's not. Like oh, you're racist if you think America's great. I'm like okay, I guess I'm the new definition of racist. Then I fucking like serve God and fucking love my country. It's like shut the fuck up. It was like it's like crayon colors. Like oh, you really care about crayon? You think I fucking care about crayon colors or the world's ending? You know what I mean? It's just like shut the fuck up. Like grow up. It's just like I'm not in first grade anymore. It's like I can say whatever I want. I do whatever I want. It's like well, it's just that's how I feel. It's like I don't like that. I'm like I don't care. You know what I mean? It's like fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Like we gave these guys a platform. We gave all these fucking like what we used to call faggots. Like we gave them all fucking not like actual gay people. Like the fucking dorks we call faggots. Like not that. I mean, being gay is not a problem. But being a faggot is. And we used to call these guys that. And like we like what the fuck. And then now they're like you can't say that. And they're like now we're just like I don't know, man. NFL is like going to XFL now, and like we'll just keep recreating new institutions, though. We're like, okay, that institution doesn't let me do what I want. We're gonna create another one. It's like that's just what America does. We're just gonna keep doing that. Like in St. Louis, XFL is killing it. There's like 40,000 people going to a show for like some league nobody knew about 2 years. Well, it didn't even exist 2 years ago, but no one knew about it like not too long ago. It's like that's just an example. Like I mean,
I still don't know about it.
Yeah, I never heard
about.
You never heard that? Well, you guys don't like sports. You guys are like fucking musicians.
But XFL was like some porn sports thing. Or
Well, what the fuck? Like, what sports do you guys watch? Like, you guys don't watch fucking sports. I can tell by looking at you, motherfuckers. Like, hey, you know, like neither one of you watch sports. Like, watch sports at all, probably.
I watch used BMW car races throughout America every day, man.
Okay, you're still straight then. Okay, you're a straight artist then. Okay, fair. But one of the rare ones. One of the rare ones is like no fucking artist like sports ever. There's no crossover. There's never like this like there's very rarely like music executives will like sports sometimes. Like some of my music executive friends will like never musicians. They're always like they're like sports are gay, you know. I'm fucking gothic. Sports are gay. Ooh.
I don't care. I'm down for whatever. I mean,
I like your vibe. No, I like your vibe. That's true, man.
There are definitely musicians that like sports and musicians that don't. And in my life, I've liked baseball and then like fallen out of it and liked it again and fallen out of it. But at the end of the day, it's I just look at sports as the Roman circus. You know, it's a distraction that matters not. Like so many people dedicate, I mean, so much time, so much of their lives, so much of their mental capacity to caring about something that doesn't affect their lives whatsoever.
I feel that's super heterophobic, you know. I feel like you just like don't like heterosexual men, and I feel offended. I feel offended by it, and I just want to let you know that I'm
You're right, man. You got it.
We need to cancel Smile Empty Soul. Like, we can't. Hockey's a good sport. I like hockey too, man. I don't know.
It's boring to watch unless there's fights.
Fights are dope. Fights are the best part of hockey in the 90s, man. We had like Tony Twist. He just beat the fuck out of everybody. I love that shit. You lived in New Jersey mostly or Philly, Jaron? Or you said
I'm mainly in Philly now.
Where were you at as a kid? I mean, though, sorry.
Jersey. I was in Central Jersey.
So did you like the Devils? You like the Devils back then?
When I was a kid, yeah, and then
90s. How old are you?
I'm 34, so
34, similar generation, yeah.
I watched a little bit when I was a kid, but I didn't really until I was a little bit older. And at that point, I was like a Flyers guy because I was in Philly.
Oh, dude, yeah, you there? Lindros that generation, bro. Like, fuck
yeah, and Brendan Moore was my guy. You know, I was into it, but it's been a while, man. I haven't played in a long time, so I kind of fell out of love with it.
I got back in. Yeah, I did the same thing. I was like a fat kid who loved sports. Then I like blonde girls and like getting too fucked up. And then I'm now back to sports. I'm like, well, now I'm just like fat and married and fucking just like I just love the fucking, you know, it's like it's that cycle for sure, man. Like
I get into the controversial stuff. Like I'm all into this golf dispute thing that's going on now with like the L.I.F.E sport.
What's going on? I'm not familiar. What's going on?
So like there's this new golf league, L.I.F.E they call it, and it's like Saudi blood money run company that's pretty much just like, hey, we'll pay all these top golfers to come play for us instead of the PGA, and like they're offering them, you know, like $100 million to come play whether they win or not. And it's like, you know, pro golfers only make money if they win. So everybody's like, these guys sold out, but a lot of them are grandfathered into some of these events like the Masters and all these big golf things, whatever. But so now they have to go play with all their old people in their old league, and they're like, you know, fuck these guys, but they're still winning. So it's like even more of a fuck you. So it's like, I'll make the money, take the money, and still win. Fuck you. It's kind of like,
yeah, I bet it.
Golf drama, huh?
I kind of like it, dude. I've been like all into golf this year. We're all over it. So
no, it's like Sean Goff. I think Sean's
I want to play now. I want to play. I want that Saudi money. I want to get in there,
dude. Like, I want to sell out American too, you know. But so I feel like institutions was reset. I think that was reset. Like whenever like people like that, I don't know. And like they took that football player too from the Patriots, that guy that Christian quarterback. I forgot his fucking name.
Tebow.
Debo, yeah, they took Tebow, yeah, Tim Tebow. They took him for $100 million too, like you're saying, like the Saudi fucking football team did.
It's like it's just crazy. The money, yeah. Ronaldo is that big soccer player from Europe, whatever. They give him a $200 million a season just to play, to be in Saudi Arabia. Tiger Woods, they offer him like $800 million to sign with them. I mean, he's older. He's not in his game anymore. You might as well take the money while you can, you know. And he said no, out of pride and respect. But it's like, all the other guys that are just as good took the money and they still are good. So fuck them.
Yeah, that's generational money right there. I mean, you got to take that. It's who cares, you know? Just go play golf over there for a while.
Now they say no, man. You gotta have the respect for the game.
Whatever. How long is? I feel like it's questionable. It's questionable. It's 100 million is a lot. Like I feel like that's a long plane ride over a lot of water, and I feel like it's in the middle of a desert where they fucking hate me. You know what I mean? And just like, you know what I mean, like the sun hates me, the people hate me. You know what I mean? I just feel like they just fucking would hate me for being American a bunch and like not being like fucking Muslim and like worshiping a rock and shit. You know? I feel like this. Yeah.
You'd have a security detail like the president, man. You'd be set. You'd be fine.
Yeah, a bunch of random Saudi guys would probably fucking kill me. You know? Like those are the guys that fucking kill me. Probably. You know? It's like.
Dude, first of all, you'd fly your own jet over there. So yeah, it's a long plane ride, but you'd be sleeping in a king size bed the whole time eating lobster. And then you land there and your security detail would like drive you down their streets like a friggin' like what do you call those the presidential motorcades. And then you just play golf a little bit and then you'd come home, you know.
Let's take this podcast to Saudi Arabia right now. Like we're gonna sell out right now. We're auditioning to sell out. You'd like to?
I'm there.
You'd like to give us all three of us $100 million to?
I got my
from Saudi Arabia.
To do it from Missouri. I have to stay here though. But you can air it there all you want. You know, like fuck that'd be the killer job. You know, just do a remote job from fucking Saudi Arabia for $100 million. You know? That'd be fucking sick. Make memes. I'll make memes for you guys sometimes. You know.
The payroll.
Like, what do they want? Like, all these countries are freaking me out, to be honest. Like, they're so aggressive, you know? I'm just like, chill out, you know? It's like, you're so fucking aggressive. I just want to, like, I don't know. I just want to get fat and old, you know? They're just, like, being weird.
Don't they, like, execute you for smoking weed there? So I don't think that's
all sorts of shit, bro.
I don't think that's the country for you, Anthony.
I just smoke CBD, bro. It's a fake weed. It's a synthetic.
That's right.
It's a federally compliant type of.
Delta 8?
Yeah, I'm addicted to Delta 8. Please, is this a Delta 8 intervention? Like, I'm addicted to fake drugs. That's the title of the YouTube video.
Yeah, whatever tastes good.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's the last thing I have. You know, I don't get like fucked up anymore. You know? So I smoke weed still.
And Delta 8.
Yeah, Delta. Yeah.
Remember that shit Spice or whatever they used to sell at the gas stations?
Oh, dude, yeah, all my friends are probation smoke that shit. I smoked one with them one time, and I just like that freaked me the fuck out. To be honest with you,
dude, I got like destroyed. I literally think I'm not as smart as I used to be ever since that one time I smoked it. Like I was never the same since.
Is that the same thing as bath salts, or is that different?
Yeah,
shot.
I don't.
Bath salts are some like
white effect. You're retarded after essentially.
Spice is like a K2 fake kind of fucking marijuana that people that are on like. They're on like in trouble if they were getting drug tested for like a high ranking job or like they got in trouble with the law or something like that. They wouldn't like they wouldn't smoke it and stuff. But like a lot of my friends fucking smoked that shit. But it was like nuts, man. Like I felt like zoomed out. Like I felt like immediately I realized I was like an ant on this like rock. I'm like, oh dude, I know that, but I don't like see it and think about it constantly and feel it and fear it. You know, it's like I know that, but I don't like think about it. You know,
is it anything like salvia?
Similar.
I think if you took a big enough hit, it could be.
Salvia would be harder, yeah.
I just remember ripping it out of a bong, like in a backseat of somebody's car on the way to see Wasp, like years and years ago. And I don't remember the show at all, but I remember like the exact detail of like the fabric of this guy's back seats, like as I studied it my whole life. Like
you remember the important things about them.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. No thanks, none of that for me. Delta 8, I'm sure it's similar.
No, Delta 8's just like a lighter version of weed.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you smoked weed light that only lasts like half the time.
Ooh.
But it's like legal everywhere.
Oh, well, I mean, hey.
Yeah, they used to sell it when I was a kid at the mall. Like they had like this store called Candy and More. Maybe like a bunch of candy, and then behind the counter it'd be like bongs and fucking fake drugs. Just
Candy and More.
That's how I had salvia. Like when you said salvia, I remember that back in the day. Because you had to smoke a lot of that, and like I just like drink Robitussin and smoke a lot of that, and I just be like, I liked being intoxicated at one point, and like I mean I still do usually smoke weed, I guess, but like, I don't like getting. I'll drink occasionally if I'm like out with family or friends or something, you know. But like
Robitussin and salvia mix.
When I was a kid, yeah, like when I was like 16 and like.
Robo tripping with salvia, dude. That sounds ballsy right there.
I was like 16. It's not even that crazy. There's like, I was like kid stuff. I'm doing fake drugs. Like I'm doing like there's a kid. You're like, oh man,
Because I remember like fifth grade, like they're like guys, like dude, drugs are bad. And then like I found like the Doors when I was like 16. I was like, what? And like the Beatles, I'm like, what? You know, I was just like, I was like, everybody lied to me about drugs because like these guys are writing fucking awesome music, man. And then I started like getting really fucked up and stuff. And then I was like, then I grew up and stopped being so much Peter Pan, you know. And like,
hand me that bottle of Robitussin.
I was my friends would make fun of that. And I went on this. My buddies from a reggae band. We went to Vegas and like I just like chugged like a bottle of Robitussin. Like this, like I just thought it was normal. I was just being normal. What I, you know, I mean, you're just a person who gets fucked up all the time. And you're like in that situation. There's like kids everywhere. So it just looked weird. But
dude, there's
friggin' salvia, and like the whole left side of my entire body went completely paralyzed, and I just fell over on my left side, and then like filled my buddy's whole kitchen sink with puke after. So like I'm out of that.
I did that when I drank when I was young. Like I threw up a lot when I drank when I was young. Like I drink like I was just trying to be cool and drink like a box of wine or something. Like I like 6 years as like a kid, just trying to be cool. I like just projectile vomit. Like there's so much dumb shit as a kid. Yeah. It's fucking stupid to get fucked up. It's like, I mean, like we're like wise now, you know, like we're like wise. We're just like, it's so fucking stupid to be the dumbest person in the room, you know. It's like that's what it does. It's the dumbest person in the room, but it's fun, and you have to realize how stupid it is. Eventually, it's like not like a lifestyle, you know. It's like you know.
That used to be the goal back in the day, you know, just be the most retarded in the room, and
that's my favorite game to play. How retarded can you get?
I mean, my early 20s definitely were full of that, but
well, you guys are not. You probably very similar. You guys probably it's very similar. Like so, I mean, you were already blown up when you were young. Though I was a fucking idiot in my 20s. You know, I mean, I didn't have a fucking band fucking on the radio. I mean, you were signed young, so I mean that's what. I mean, were you in the music too young, like Jaron? Like I didn't know you were.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing it for a living. You know, I was doing it more like locally and like trying to figure out if I was going to get a real job and be a human or just be like dirtbag forever. And I went with the latter for sure.
You have to think about that. You're right, though. I mean, you have to maintain a lifestyle of art and stuff. I mean, it's not easy. Like, I mean, that's why you have fans. I mean, that's why people are like saying, "Hey," from like Memphis in the comments. I mean, because you have to keep doing this shit. I mean, it's like it makes sense. Yeah, Sean. I mean, I always like talk about Sean. Like, I don't know how I would have handled. Like, I think about that when he got signed like 20. It's like, how the fuck can you handle getting signed at 20? I mean, I respect you being on this planet and having records behind you and shit, man. It's like that's just crazy. I don't know how the fuck.
I didn't handle it. You know, that's
well enough to be here still, which is good. You know,
yeah, I'm alive, but I'm pretty lucky to be alive. You know, so
like handing a 20-year-old the key to the city is not the best idea. You know, that's like how I feel. That's like how it's crazy, man. To think about like. I don't know.
Yeah, it was interesting early 20s for me. Luckily, I sobered up at the age of 25, so that's the only reason I'm still here talking to you guys.
You learn the hard way, you know.
What's that?
You learn the hard way. You gotta fall a few times.
You gotta burn your hand on the stove a couple times, and you stop touching it. You know.
Yeah.
You actually just get old and boring. You know, it's like. I feel like I have my thoughts like bore myself even sometimes. I'm just like I wouldn't even listen to that. You know, like I just wouldn't.
And yet here you are with a podcast.
No, you guys are carrying the rock stars are carrying it, man. People are here to see fucking like they want to hear fucking people interact with rock stars and shit. I mean that's the game, you know. It's like
I was here for the limo talk, man.
That's just a limo story. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete that out when it goes to Roku. Like my mom's like, "What'd you do?" Yeah, I'm like 36. She's like, "What'd you do with your friend Blake?" Yeah, and she like knows Blake too, so it's just like she's like, "What?" But,
does your mom watch? Is she?
She's the only one that does, man. She's the only one. Probably.
All these comments are just fake accounts. They're all your mom.
Yeah, or mine.
Both, yeah.
All of our moms.
Like, that's my boy. He's on a podcast. You're probably right, though. Our moms are probably watching. That's probably crazy to think about. You know, it's like my mom follows me on YouTube. So I hope anyway. I hope you do, Brenda. I hope you're following me on YouTube still. You know,
that's that original support system.
I hope you follow me on YouTube still, Mom.
Subscribe. Click it. Make sure you click it.
Click it, Mom.
That's a good T-shirt slogan right there, dude.
Yeah. No, I remember like I got verified on like Facebook. Like I had like 1 million people. I told my mom, she's just like, "Well, yeah, are you verified on Twitter yet?" You know, just like didn't even give a fuck. I was like,
she just bring up something else to put you down a little bit, huh?
Yeah, she's like, "Well, what about Twitter though?" Like, I was like, oh god. Like she goes, yeah, you're not shit to be verified on Twitter. And
Yeah,
I was verified on Twitter for like 2 months, and then they fucking deleted my account.
Well, now you can just pay everybody to be verified. So
Everybody's special now. Yeah,
you're
don't
in
even work
luck.
for it. Just give them money. Just give corporations more money, and like you're special now. They'll tell you. They'll tell you how special you are.
Your mom's probably verified on Twitter now.
Everybody's mom probably is, bro. It's like everybody but the actual fucking badasses are like, you know, like it used to be like just like you had to really kill it, or you know what I mean? Like I remember that shit. I was like driving on like a tour, and I looked at my phone and like, yo, you may qualify. I'm like, oh my god, oh shit. I mean, I was a broke motherfucker just chasing shit, you know, like that was a big deal. But now it's not, you know, it's not anymore. It's like whatever. Yeah, it's like it'll be like being anonymous is gonna be more valuable than being famous.
It's like when people used to buy likes and shit. So, oh shit, got 100,000 people in one day.
You must be popping off over there.
Man, what's your net worth?
That's right. Oh man, dude, Anthony, your ghost account is going off in the comments. Wash behind your ears, hon. I think it is your mom, dude.
She's got the master login where it just posts to all your accounts at the same time.
She's literally said "wash behind your ears, hon" 3 times in a row from 2 different accounts.
It's probably Cody. It just looks like he's laughing. Probably like he looks like he's laughing. It's probably him.
Oh, does he have access to your Facebook?
No. Was that usually like you just laughing the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. I was like, you with the high, you do it. Yeah, I knew the 2 things you said. I'm like, that motherfucker would know that. And I saw you laughing. I'm like, so there we go. Problem solved. Case closed.
It's funny regardless.
It's still funny, yeah. While I saw you laughing, I'm like, that's only the person that would fucking be doing that would be laughing like that. I'm like, I knew that immediately. I was like, that's true. What else were you even talking about?
At least it's not really your mom, dude. She's definitely not watching. She's got better things to do.
Yeah. Like what? Like what would be better? You know, like a fucking Lady Gaga concert or something. You know, it's like something real cool.
Real cool.
Tuesday So Fun podcast.
Oh man, you know who hasn't been in the chat box in a while is Bob Marley 69422, dude.
I gotta meet this guy.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, that was yeah. He said he picked it because without the 2, it was already taken or something. That's
Bob Marley 69420 was already taken, so Bob Marley 69422.
Yeah.
But he was commenting pretty heavily for a few episodes there. Now he's gone.
I usually love the trolls, but
no, it's Marshall. Like Marshall's in here too somewhere. Like, let me find it.
Yeah, I think he's commented today.
That's the same guy. It's Marshall.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, he was talking about Delta 8 dabs are dope earlier. Like, he's like Delta 8's dope.
Oh yeah.
That was our last comment. Oh, there he is. Right.
That's his Twitch name.
Yeah, he's admitting it there. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's 42069 too. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we got kicked off YouTube. We had to go to Twitch for a day. We got like fucking hella people on Twitch in like a day. It's crazy.
That's right. We've been booted off of a few things.
Yeah.
At this
always
point.
come back. Yeah. Keep bringing it back.
I'm honored to be in such great company.
We're dangerous people, you know.
I'll be fired from all my bands tomorrow morning.
That's right.
all 5 bands.
That's right.
Like we saw you. We were the only ones that saw you on this podcast, and we were offended. Like.
Hugo's mom's probably watching this right now. He's gonna hear from her, and you're gonna hear from him, and it's gonna be bad news.
Yeah, dude, of course.
Hugo's mom is a big fan. She's
the sweetest.
Oh, do you know her?
Yeah, yeah. We always go to her house when we're up in the Northeast, and like she cooks these Portuguese meals that are just like to die for, you know.
Really?
We'll come in after the show, you know, we'll crash there or whatever. We'll come in at like 3 a.m. and she'll just like wake up and like start cooking. It's like 4:30 and there's like the 7 fishes coming off the stove. You're like, oh man, I gotta eat this. It's always
awesome.
good.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
All
love that
season.
kind of hospitality on the road.
Don't get a lot of that.
Yeah, that's like Fonzo's parents, man, in Central Florida. When
I
we're
heard.
in that area, we'll swing by, and his dad's Cuban, and his mom is just like the best Cuban cook. Like, she's not even Cuban, but she just makes the best Cuban food, and she just cooks up a storm for us. She sends us on the road with like a stack of like 30 Cuban sandwiches, and like a couple of flans, and just like, that's always well appreciated out there.
I feel like your refrigerator on your RV is always just like stocked with the good stuff.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, besides Ty's like half a cucumber that he buys on the first day of tour, and then he eats like some of it, wraps it in cellophane, and puts it in there, and just rots in there for the rest of the tour. Besides that, we've got some good stuff.
The first comedy tour I was on, the fridge just had like a thing full of like THC, like candy bars. It was like fucking like they're like only eat a portion of them, Like, I'd say so many of those fucking things.
Oh, Kiko Roberto's just said you just made her night. Is she listening?
I don't know. Kiko.
Fonzo's because so Kiko is actually Fonzo's brother.
Oh, okay.
And if he's listening, it's possible she's listening.
2 for 1.
What do you say, Kiko? Is she listening?
Comment a picture of her to verify.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Jaron probably has a ton of Mountain Dews in his fridge.
Which fridge? I got soda fridge. I got a spare soda fridge. I got a regular fridge with soda in it.
Soda's the absolute jam, huh?
I don't drink coffee, so I got to have a Dew. Dude, when I was younger, I would crush 12-pack a day, no problem. I used to work at the grocery store, so I get the hookup. Dude, it was retarded. But and now I have fans that just bring me endless amounts of Mountain Dew, which is great. But it's like I come home from tour, I got all my guitars, I got my luggage, and then I have to like take 4 trips out to get the Mountain Dews that are like I got bottles, I got cans, I got bags of the syrup, for the freaking fountain machine. It's like lugging it in. Mountain Dew merch. Dude, my closet, I got a green shelf. It's just like Mountain Dew shirts.
Damn.
Yeah, I got a lot of soda. You could say that.
That's awesome. So, do you making your own sodas at home? You said the fountain thing?
No, I don't. But it's just like literally a joke. But seriously, I've gotten it. It's like people just think I have a friggin' fountain soda machine in my house. I should at this point.
Right.
But whatever. I've kind of dialed it back a little bit. It's just like, no human should be drinking that much soda, let alone Mountain Dew.
It's definitely, it's not a natural product found in nature. That's for sure. It's not a part of God's natural order.
That's why I smoke so much weed, because I drink like 40 Mountain Dews. Then I'm like, I gotta friggin' chill out.
Stoner speedball.
Yeah, green on green.
There you go.
The only way.
Raw milk. Yeah, Chantel's talking about last week. We had Phil Lipscomb on last week. Do you know Phil?
Yeah, I know of him.
His diet is pretty awesome to talk about. He does like raw meat and like raw milk with raw eggs and honey just mixed in, and just drinks that, and that's like the bulk of his diet.
Like blended up meat?
No. He does the raw meat just as the entree. But then like throughout the day, like what he snacks on is raw milk with raw eggs and like either honey or syrup all mixed together.
Weird.
Well, it's a particular kind of health oriented diet, and lifestyle. He gets it all from the Amish too, so it's all like, untainted.
Sure.
But it's funny, he came out the last show of mine that he came out to. We were playing in Newport, Kentucky, and he came out, and I think I offered him like water or something. He's like, no. He won't drink water, and then he got hungry, and he had in his car with him a jug of his milk with the eggs already in it and the honey already in it, just ready to go. He's like, he calls them his milkshakes. And so he just went out there and pounded his milkshake, and he was good.
Chewing off a steak real quick.
Yeah. He literally just like raw steak, raw deer steak, like he'll just eat that shit.
I mean, I sit here and think, oh, that sounds crazy, but I mean, aren't we the ones eating like suicidally hot chicken and chugging friggin' the most unhealthy soda possible? I mean, what do I know?
I guess everybody's got their way,
Yeah, whatever keeps the heart pumping.
That's right. Yeah, because of Phil, dude, I've pushed the limits because I've always liked rare steak, but man, my steaks have gotten pretty insanely rare at this point. Like I'll just the two sides and
for a little flavor.
Just to get a little crust on it, but then the inside is just like purple and usually freaks people out, but it's good like that.
Yeah, I like a good rare steak.
Overcooking a steak is like blasphemous.
Yeah, like what's the point of even having it?
Yeah, it's you're not supposed to do that.
Insult.
Yep. Yeah, it actually pisses people off. I've been eating with people at a restaurant where they ordered their steak, well done, and you could just see the waiter's eyes just like furious,
At like a nice steakhouse. It's like, why did you even come here?
Exactly.
Man.
These comments are flying tonight.
Yeah.
I dated a gal that ate it cold in the middle. There we go.
Cold in the middle. That sounds like her.
Phil changed me in 1 week. There we go.
We all need to get on his diet.
Phil's changing the world one person at a time. He's actually done more research though into that subject matter than just about anyone I know. And my wife's a holistic health coach. So I mean she went to school for nutrition and diet and all that stuff, but Phil is just he dove headfirst into that subject matter, and he knows his shit.
Should we listen to some of your music, man? But what's a song we should show people or whatever of your, like? Should we check out a song or something?
Of mine?
Yeah. One of the 5 bands you're in.
Yeah, Bottom of a Bottle.
We watched it too. I put it in the mix. I don't know. We fucking watch it.
Don't put that in the mix. Come on now.
Why? You sad about those gold records behind you?
Dude.
I'm so embarrassed with all these gold records. I don't know.
Don't do that to me. That's all. Have you actually put out a record with the L.I.F.E project, or are you guys?
So they have 2 EPs out before I came in, and then the latest single that's out there with a video I'm on, and then this next one we're looking to do about 8 songs or so. We've already kind of recorded it. It's already kind of done, but we kind of want to go back and do some different stuff to it. So I don't know how involved we're going to get back into it, but yeah, man, it's going to be a full band effort on this next one. Originally, it was just my girl and Josh. Josh wrote all the music, and then she came in and sang on it and offered up some melodies. But now it's kind of a band effort, and I mean, I'm just really contributing bass lines. I'm not like writing any riffs really per se, but definitely is a little more organic. But it's different, man. It's fun. It's you kind of have to go into a different mindset when you switch the musical styles a little bit, and that's always fun. It makes you think a little different.
Are you guys are tracking in Des Moines, right?
Yeah. Well, we were tracking
Or in Florida too?
No, Cassandra was doing something with her band Paralandra down there. They're working with Elvis Basquet down there.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, but yeah, man, I mean, we're always working somewhere, you know, but it's fun to see all these crazy studios and to work with people that have, you know, worked with other major bands and just hear stories of like, you know, I'm here sitting here telling Tantric stories like they're crazy, but, you know, all these bands that we play with, you know, they all have them, you know, and
oh, yeah.
It's cool to hear it from an outside perspective.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, as far as playing music, you can play anything. You know, I don't have any new.
What's a song that we or music video? What's a cool music video that you're a part of that we can look up?
The last couple Tantric videos were cool. Tantric Walk That Way or the Tantric Angry video is pretty cool. But the Walk That Way one came out pretty nice.
Can you grab that? Can we like the Walk That Way by Tantric on like YouTube or some shit?
Just censor me out.
What do you mean?
But yeah, man, whatever. Just play Sean. I mean, whatever. No one wants to hear me. I just play bass. I don't even play. I play one string and occasionally a couple notes on that string.
Well, don't tell them the secret.
Yeah, yeah.
That art's.
Yeah. I just turn on the fan and lip sync.
It's all about the fan.
That's right. Everyone's like, oh, you have this fan for your hair. I'm like, dude, it's not for my freaking hair. It's so annoying. But I mean, whatever. You can't convince the masses.
Dude, thanks again for helping me out with my bass tone, by the way.
Of course.
I still have the settings that you helped me dial in Denver all marked with Sharpie on the old Mark bass amp, and it's rocking.
Yeah, dude, it was thick last time we were together.
For being what it is, you know.
Yeah.
It's obviously not a bass, but it's
dude, you got to blend, man. It's all about the blend, and
yeah.
I think, you know, once you get that, and it doesn't really matter. It just sounds full.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, I'm killing the ad, but
where'd you get that shirt?
Fine.
What we got going on here? Oh man. Like, want to not have to hear it, like, you know, oh, I should have spent more time writing a better part, or, you know, whatever. It's just like I try to be done with it once I'm done with it and move on, and it's hard. It's hard.
That's the best way to go. You hear it so much in the tracking process and the mix process and all of that. It's like you said, by the time it comes out, it's bye.
Yeah. Funny.
You said you want to see Bottom of the Bottle too?
No, dude.
All right, Swampy. So, let's see what that video's like. That's like.
Oh yeah.
At least you can play something different.
Like what?
Anything but that.
Anything with that?
Dude, we were filming that video you were just playing in Cincinnati at this place. It was like kind of in the hood. And, you know, it's all dark in these like caverns, and you got the spotlights on, and we're like in between takes. And all of a sudden, we're waiting on Hugo to get there. He's like, oh, I got a friend coming, you know. So all of a sudden, you just see this silhouette coming from behind the spotlights towards us. and it's like it looks like somebody dressed up for Halloween. Like you just like something's not right. And it was like this girl, I swear, dude, like if she wasn't a prostitute, she was like done up as one for Halloween. Yet, it's in the middle of the summertime. And this girl's hair, she had this like weave on that was like half sideways, like her lip was like dripping. Like, dude, it was horrible.
Speaking of silhouettes, this next song,
yeah, fired up.
Is
Cincinnati, dude.
Yeah, only the finest. Yeah.
So you're playing the Silhouettes video now?
It was worth it though. I think it was like you look so fucking nervous watching that.
Oh god, dude, it's painful.
Why is that fucking song rules you? But both those videos were dope. Like you guys are both like, oh my god.
Well, it's what we just talked about. It's like you're your own worst critic always.
Oh shit! Oh, I get what you're saying. So like that all turned on your head. Like, yeah. Because both of you were like that. Those were both like dope videos. Like it wasn't like some bullshit. I think everybody kind of aspires to have professional videos. Those are professional videos.
It's like when you're at a party or something, they're like, "Oh, you're in a band. Like, what's your band called?" And then they want to put it on, or like you're at a family event, and they're like, "Oh, let's listen to your band," and you're just like all sitting around, just like on the spot. It's like I don't want to hear this.
You just want to like shrink into a corner and fucking evaporate.
That's me.
Okay, yeah. No, people do that to me too. And I'm like high or something. I just want to sit somewhere and they're like, "Oh, they'll bring up some crazy story." No, I get what you're saying.
That's one way to make me squirm for sure.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying by that. Yeah, I saw. I wasn't trying to do all that. I just thought those were like, you guys are like legends, man. So it's like we'll just put like fucking, I don't know. It's good to show people that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that's whatever. It's just what we do. It's like how many times you want to hear it. You do it all day long, over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're both probably proud of our work, but
yeah,
it doesn't mean you want to be forced to consume it again.
Well, seeing you guys nervous was for my entertainment. So
I know you're doing that just to fuck with me. I know you well enough at this point.
Yeah, I had to just see what was going on. Like, but no, congrats on this song. I mean, you guys are fucking. I mean, congrats on killing it, man. Like a lot of people like daydream about like the kind of shit you guys, cool tours coming up and stuff. Like,
hey, you're the one that just did a show in Maui, buddy.
Prove it.
I think it's on the internet.
It's on the internet. It is on the internet. Yeah, no, yeah. Hawaii was cool. It was just like fucking. I never want to go again. But it was, it was like, I don't know. It was far, but it's cool.
You ever played in Hawaii, Jaron?
No, I've never even been. I'd love to go.
Nice place to visit. I never played there.
Yeah, it was an amazing opportunity. I mean, I'm not gonna act like it wasn't, but it's just like a lot of, just a lot.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I would love to play there. And another place I want to play is Alaska, which like doesn't seem to be too far fetched of an idea. A lot of these bands that we play with are doing it, but it's just for some reason we haven't gotten up there. Well, different side of the coin for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool too, man. Like I play. Like, I'm doing mostly like continental United States for like until like fucking like this like season. Everybody spends money,
Yeah,
I feel like just like March to like August, and then like everything else isn't fun. After that, it's just like I don't want to do this. It's like after August, I'm just like I just want to fucking get fat and eat snacks, and all the holidays are coming now. It's like
every January through March, I literally go through this like crisis where I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna have to get a real job? Like I have no gigs. What am I gonna do with myself? And then I remember every year it's the same thing. It's like I'm
just so that's funny you said that because I've never heard anybody else say it. I agreed. I do that totally. Yeah, I feel like I just tour like this month until like August. I'm booked out, and then like after that I'm just like nothing. So it's like that's how we spend money too. Everything after August is all for Christmas. Everything's like Christmas money, and then everybody's broke from Christmas because they all fucking spend all this stupid money to impress people. And then they
work in 3 months.
Yeah, and then they're broke or something, and then fucking then they get their tax returns in March, and then they're spending money again.
Yeah, like on that check from all of last year's shows that nobody ever got paid for.
Oh shit, that sounds personal.
Nah, it's just a joke.
Sounds like you've been through. No, when I was a promoter, nobody paid me a lot. But like as a comedian, everybody's like happy to like pay me. It seems like. I mean, I feel like when I used to promote shows, everybody was like in my 20s. I was like just like everybody tried to rip me off. The bar owner always be like, yeah, I don't know. I said I'd pay you, but
why should I pay you? You weren't funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, I never said I'd be funny. That it's not part of the agreement. It's just like I just said.
You said you'd be your act.
Yeah, I'd be there for 30 to 40 minutes talking to a microphone. But it's like I feel like as a comedian they pay you. Like they actually like I tell Sean will tell me freak out stories about that sometimes too. He's like you said that's why you like use a booking agent to like make sure you get return and stuff, and I'll be like I don't know, man. Like they always just want to drink with me and shit. It's like weird. I feel like that book like Bar and Grill is not like fucking comedy club. I'm not like doing like actual shit because like I feel like that shit sucks.
Hey man, money's money. Whoever's paying.
Bars are more fun now. That's what I'm saying. Like when they're talking about like the small shit, that shit's like fun as fuck. I don't care. It's like not every show has to be like
I always prefer a good dive or a shitty place. It's like the energy in there is just a little different.
It is, and like you have to make them as a musician. Like pretty much, I feel like if you guys go to a bar, you play your set, people love it no matter what. Like a comedian, you have to like make them pay attention. You have to make them not look at their fucking phone with a microphone. I love that art. I love that art of just being like, be more interesting than their phone. Their phone has everything. It's like
be more interesting than their phone.
Yeah,
that's the game, right?
That is, and it's like I love that challenge in a bar. As a comedy club, you just stand there. Like anyone can do comedy in a comedy club. It's just like you stand there, you say like two things. Everybody laughs nervously because the light's only on you. And it's all. I mean, you can do real nervous laughter for 30 minutes literally in a comedy club. And it's just talentless bullshit. It's like it's always like just talent. I feel like I'm not trying to be dick, but I feel like that. I'm not trying to be rude. People, I'm sure there's people that aren't.
Dude, I know the try and be more interesting than their phone game. It at least when you're playing in a hard rock band, you're too loud for them to hear their phone. But I've done enough acoustic tours. I've done several just acoustic only tours without drums at all, that it's like they can like turn their phone up and kind of hear it still. So you're definitely fighting for that attention. That's a rough game.
The clicking of the text.
Yeah, they're just like, and you're not that loud. You can kind of hear it too. And
what is Sean's net worth? I know this guy.
Not much.
Rock stars. He's like how to kill rock stars.
Everyone's got 5 mil on Google. So if anybody ever asks, just say, yeah, look me up on Google.
That's right.
Secret.
Dude, we should look up your guys' net worth now. That's funny. Like we should look up.
It's so spot on.
Yeah, we should see if they're real. Yeah. I like it in concept, but not in like execution. Yeah, in the Google stuff.
Yeah, I think we're sputtering out now. I should probably get going as well.
Yeah. Sure.
If you guys feel we're in a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah, whatever, man. I'm always just happy to be here and hanging. So I appreciate you guys inviting me on.
But thanks for doing this, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here, man. It's been a good conversation.
As always.
Yep.
Hoping we can share some hot chicken soon.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure we'll bump into each other out there on the road one of these days.
I'll make sure I get my billboard up in Missouri so that I can get all the comedy at my New York barbecue spot.
That's right. Hell yeah.
If he can hold it down.
Yeah, if you guys come to Missouri, let me know. I'd fucking check out this show, man. Like, if you guys ever come to John's favorite state. Well,
it sounds like you two aren't too far apart most of the time.
What part of the state are you in?
Oh, you're in Springfield, aren't you? I'm in St. Louis. Yeah, most of the time, but I'm everywhere. Like,
I was just at Diamond like a month ago.
Diamond Musical?
Yeah.
Okay, in St. Peter's. That's close where I grew up. I grew up in O'Fallon, the city over from that. But I live in St. Louis. I like living in the ghetto where I can drive fast and like nobody pulls me over and shit.
Nice.
So I'm in the ghetto currently.
Living it.
Yeah, exactly. Try not to spend money,
Yeah.
But if you guys ever slum it, come to St. Louis and play.
Will do, man. Definitely be in touch. Spark one up.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you, anyone watching this. I don't know why anyone watches my show, but I thank you very much for doing it. Like, it's probably for the guests and the co-host. Probably, I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations on Rockstars on the show. And thanks for watching. Seriously, I still have no idea how anyone watches this, but we can get out of here. I guess. Like, we have a new producer too. If I didn't say that to people.
Thanks, Cody.
Cody's producing the show.
Howdy.
Thank you, sir.
I just pulled up this picture.
It was a fun one.
It was good, guys.
You have to excuse my mess. I live in my kid's basement. So
Those aren't your donkey scooters behind you?
only when the oil comes out.
Nice. Dude, I have the same thing going on out there. My kid's got her shit everywhere, so I get it. She's got like a snail
It's just
car
what
and
we were able to drag in from outside.
yeah.
Well, yeah, if you'd like
You
to,
guys have a good night.
You too, guys. Pleasure to see
Yeah,
all of you, and I'm sure we'll all speak soon.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Later, guys.